Welcome back to the ballpark, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2 coming your way momentarily as those guys take the field once again. The right-hander out of BV, Buena Vista University over in Storm Lake, Iowa, Nick Henricks gets the ball for the 2 start here. And the fourth game of our weekend, and game number 2 of today's doubleheader. Going to get us started around 1:25, it looks like. So we're going to get some early baseball action out of the way for you this Sunday afternoon, coming to you live from Bancroft Memorial Park. My name is Mitch Kieran. Calling the action today. Feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel to stay up to date on all of our baseball broadcasts. So again, Henricks, a right-hander out of Buena Vista University. One of their top arms over there, as well as the top arm for the Storm Lake Whitecaps this past summer. And hopefully those guys can turn things around after a 6-1 defeat, thanks to 2 3-run home runs from Austin just a game ago. So extra guys taking some extra swings over the batting cages in between games. Hopefully they can get things turned around at the plate. And ultimately was where the game was detrimental for them. With Connor Lang throwing down to second, he's our catcher once again for the boys in blue out in the field. And coming up to bat for Austin is Daniel Bollingberg. Went 0 for 2 earlier today in game number 1. We lead things off, and the shortstop here in game number 2, Henricks, working out of the stretch with the first pitch. This one missing low for ball 1. One-0. This one fouled away. Strike 1. Tying up the count 1-1 apiece here. Nobody on, nobody out. This is the leadoff man, Bollingberg. Up at the plate, we got Alex Ciola up next. Out of left field and in the hole, Jordan Mart. Out of right. It's a 2-1 count here. Henricks quickly back in the stretch. This one grounded towards Sam Olsen at short. And he makes a great play there to put away Bollingberg for out number 1. Talking over with some of the players for the Greyhounds. This is the first game of their season, or first day of their season. They are already 1-0 over those guys. Only having practice back earlier this week, I want to say Wednesday. So already they're looking pretty sharp out there. Already getting a 6-1 victory earlier today over a very solid those guys team. First pitch missing outside, ball 1. Second pitch inside, ball 2. For Alex Ciola, the batter. This one swung on, fouled straight back, strike 1 to the number 2 hitter, Ciola. We got Mart on deck. Torres in the hole, Eric Torres, a new catcher in the game for the Greyhounds, that is. Batting 5th, we have Riley Rederody. Has this pitch in there for strike 2. We got a 2-2 count now. Pitcher this game will be number 19, John Kirby. Last game's cleanup pair is this one. Laced sharply down the first base line, fair, and going all the way to the wall in right field. It's going to be a stand-up double with 1 down and on 2 strikes. A very impressive piece of hitting there for Alex Ciola, the left fielder. Going up, standing up at second base on a leadoff, 1-out double. First pitch fouled away, strike one to the batter, Jordan Mart. Second pitch taken just a bit high for ball one. 1-1 count, one away here. To the three-batter Mart, one down, man on second, still scoreless, and Austin did a great job setting the tone early with a 3-run home run. Let's hope we can get something big happening here for those guys. The 1-1. This one hit the air to straightaway center field. Looks like Burkhart going to make a nice grab and retrieve the ball for out number 2. We'll go to the cleanup man, Eric Torres, new catcher for Austin and new cleanup batter. Batting order game number 2 for Austin goes Bollingberg, Ciola, Mart, Torres, Rederoti, Castro, Moreno, Botman, and Schumacher. This pitch, calling that one. Two down, Hendricks back in the stretch. Fires to Torres. This one laced to center field, but right at Burkhart. Tracks it down on a line drive for out number 3 to put away Austin in 4 batters faced. No runs on one base hit. One runner left stranded at second base. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. Those guys coming up to bat. John Kirby, the new pitcher for Austin, get the start here in game number 2. So hope those guys get a quick turnaround from things offensively after being limited to just 4 base hits and 1 run scored earlier today. And leading things off, going 1 for 3 earlier, Trevor Burkhart had a double. It was left stranded on base that time, only scoring the other run. Also reaching on a walk. Actually, I believe he went 1 for 2. So Kirby, a hard-throwing right-handed pitcher, could be another tough battle here for those guys as they're going to be tested. Scoreless here in the bottom of the first inning. Kirby out of the windup. And here's the first pitch. Low and outside. Unorthodox stance there from Torres, leaning on one knee, going a straight leg outward. But not a bad spot there. It's 1-0 in the count. Second pitch on the way. Burkhart going to ground this one to the left side. Shortstop in perfect play. Makes a very tough play. For out number 1, a hard hit ball from Burkhart. But Bollingberg, just a very quick transition. And delivers a strike to first base for out number 1 to retire Burkhart. Tynan Shahidi, the batter. Take first pitch, strike one. Shahidi 1 for 3, a pair of strikeouts and a single earlier today. Takes a big swing and a miss at this one for strike 2. No 2 in the count, and Shahidi goes down on 3 pitches and 3 strikes. For 2 quick outs here for those guys. And we'll go to Brendan Doherty, third baseman. Left-handed batter Doherty takes his first at-bat of game 2 and takes the first pitch right down the heart of the plate for strike 1. A 1 count here for Doherty, the pitch, and low and inside, ball 1. Just sidestep out of the way there. 1-1 count here, 2 down, nobody on base. Those guys looking for their first base hit of this one. The pitch, and just a little bit outside, taken for ball 2. Not a bad spot there from Kirby. Looks to be another tough pitcher here for Austin. This one low in the dirt, ball 3. A 3-1 count now for Doherty. Be careful not to chase. Still got to be looking for 1 pitch to drive here with a base hit, ball 4 approach. 5th pitch on the way. Doherty takes it, ball 4. And there's the first base runner for the boys in blue with a free 90 for Brendan Doherty. That'll bring up the cleanup batter, Arthur Sells. We got Sam Olsen on deck. Sells 1 for 3 with an RBI single earlier today. The first pitch of the at-bat. Fastball just off the plate, taking ball 1. Not a bad spot there from Kirby, but not going to get Sells chasing. Neither will you Doherty, taking another walk there. Already getting a tremendous amount of walks so far this summer in the 3-hole. 1-0 pitch here to Sells, low and outside for ball 2. And once again, another batter's count here, 2-0 in the count. Duo pitch to Sells. Takes a big swing. Just gets a piece of that one. Foul straight back for strike 1. 2-1 count now. Here's the 2-1 pitch from the stretch. Sells digs for this one, low and outside, fouls it out of play for strike 2. And we got a 2-2 count. We got an even 2-2 count after the foul pitch. And the 5th pitch of the at-bat. Good job of Sells staying in there. He fouls it straight back. That one, slow breaking ball, sat on it, looked a little too inside, but still cut back in the zone, so a good pitch to foul off with 2 strikes. Still 2-2, 6th pitch at bat here thus far. Kirby from the stretch, and Sells goes upstairs and takes it the other way. Nice base hit there. There's the first of the game for those guys. A single to the opposite field for Arthur Sells on a pitch high and outside on the part of the zone. Kirby would have painted the corner there, but Sells got on playing with it. That's very impressive, and to hit that on a line drive. And he's been one heck of a hitter so far this summer. Our fifth bat in the order is Sam Olsen. Starting shortstop out of Xavier. Up at the plate now. The runner on first and second. Big at bat for him here. See if those guys can get to the first lead of this one. Instead, he will take first pitch strike on the outer half of the plate. Good spot there from Kirby. It's an 0-1 count. On deck, Aaron Cowboy Mason. Out in right field. Here's the 0-1 here. Olsen hits this one high to left field. They're going to wave Doherty around third, but not going to matter. They make the grab. Out number 3 as Olsen flies out to left. 5, 6, 7 coming up for Austin. With Roddery, Castro, and Loreno coming up for the Greyhounds. Still scoreless after one complete. Coming up to bat for Austin, we've got the designated hitter Riley Redderody, number 27 right-handed batter, hitting his first at-bat of the day. First pitch in there, swung on and missed, strike one. Redderody could be looking at another potential pitcher's duel here. Has this one another swing and a miss. That's just a foul tip for strike 2. And Redderody down to 2 strikes now. The pitch, this one, just off the plate, ball 1. The 1-2, this one fouled straight back. The 1-2, riding the chalk just a little bit too inside there for ball 2. Two count now. Pitch and breaking ball just a little bit too inside there for ball 3. Broke a little late too. Hung up in the zone. We got a full count now for Riley Redderody. 3-2. Right down Broadway for strike 3. I'll bring up Miguel Castro. Solid game for him. Game number 1, 2 for 3. Finds himself back in the 6th hole and at first base. here in game number 2, out number 1. And Hendricks now pitching against Castro. First pitch in there for strike 1, taken. Fastball at the knees. Castro, Hendricks back in the stretch, and this pitch grounded to the left side. Olsen, backhanded grab and on the run, and Sells can't make the scoop at first. It's going to be a defensive error on those guys, and Castro reaching base for the 3rd time today. So far, just a 1 strikeout for Hendricks. It's going to be an unearned base runner there on the E6 on the throw, but a very tough play for Olsen to get on the run. We got the batter now, Alexis Loreno, taking that pitch for strike 1. It's an 0-1 count now. So the 7th hitter in the order for Austin. 1 runner on first, 1 down. Hendricks gets a fastball past him, swung on a miss, strike 2. The former Beaver pitcher. Hendricks back in the stretch, the 0-2, and gets him up high and in on the elbow, and that's going to be a hit by pitch to put Loreno on at first. Still 1 down here, a ground ball and any out at first, second, or third. Could be a force. We got Josh Botman, pitcher now at third base. Closed it out and got a save last game for Austin. 1 down here, Hendricks back in the stretch. Runner on first and second here in the pitch. Outside, ball 1 taken. Our upcoming schedule looks like this. Next Friday, we will be at Akron, Iowa for 1 9-inning game at 7:30 scheduled. Then on Saturday the 27th, got a doubleheader back here home against Austin yet again at 2:30. This pitch fouled straight back, 1-1 in the counts. And then a week from today, a doubleheader at 2:30 against Baseball 365. Once again, back here at Bancroft Memorial Park. Not sure if we'll get that one broadcasted that day, but we'll let you know. A 1-1 pitch here, and it's low and outside, drifting for ball 2. Two on in the count now. Fourth pitch of the at-bat on the way, and painting the corner there. Strike 2 taken. Good spot from Hendricks and Lang. It's a 2-2 count now. Hendricks grinding, trying to get his second out this inning. The pitch swung on and missed, gets him chasing outside for strike 3 and out number 2. Now a ground ball could be an easy bag here for those guys, but still we got Isaac Schumacher, the center fielder, coming up to bat. This is the 9-hitter here for Austin, top of the order on deck. Hendricks going to try to get his 3rd out here. Second strikeout this inning for Hendricks. Olsen back at short, trying to hold Castro on his pitch. Fastball. Low inside corner, taken, strike 1. Good pitch from Hendricks. Oh, 1 on the count now. Hendricks kicks and fires. This one up at the letters, taken, ball 1. 1-1 count. Still scoreless here in the top of the 2nd inning with 2 away. Hendricks trying to retire the side here with 2 runners left on base, but still not out of the woods yet. 3rd pitch of the at-bat coming up here. 1-1. This one fouled. Line drive shot the other way. Not a bad piece of the bat to hit that ball on. Just a little bit behind it, and that'll be a long strike 2. Hendricks resets from the stretch, and the pitch. Another foul ball towards the third base side as Castro takes off for third. Not going to get it on the foul ball. Still a 1-2 count here for Schumacher. So 1-2 count. Hendricks going to step off here. Still 2 down. Fifth pitch of the at-bat on the way. Breaking ball gets him out in front. Strike 3 swung on and missed. Good pitch there from Hendricks to put away Austin. No runs on 1 error, 1 hit batter, and 2 runners left on base. 3 strikeouts that inning for Nick Hendricks. He has 3 through 9 base. Top of the order will be coming up next for Austin in the top of the third, but we got the bottom of the second coming up with Sam Olsen leading things off in 5, 6, 7, due up for the boys in blue. Still scoreless after 1.5. I stand corrected. We have Aaron Cowboy Mason leading things off. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for those guys here in the bottom of the second. Still scoreless. Just 1 hit apiece, 1 error this past inning for those guys. Still 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. John Kirby, the pitcher, offers Aaron Mason a first pitch. This one hit to shallow center field, and they're going to make the grab on the run for out number 1. 1 pitch to put away Mason. Flying out to center will go to Connor Lang. Batting 7th for those guys. Still doing the catching. The lone catcher thus far on the team. One down here, nobody on base. Lang looking to get things started. First pitch he'll take low and outside, ball 1. Kirby back in the winds-up, the 1-0, and Lang pops this one up. Just got a slight jam piece, and the catcher going to make the grab coming forward for out number 2. 2 quick pop-outs to retire 2 blue batters. That time just to the catcher. We'll go to the batter now, Merritt McCardle, second baseman out of Kirkwood. First pitch to McCardle, just outside, taking ball 1. 2 quick outs to those guys, and they're still trying to make some adjustments at the plate. Here's the 1-0 to McCardle, taken. Not a bad spot at all, but just popping out of the mitt of Torres. An easy call, ball 2. 2 in the count, Kirby. Still nobody on, 2 down. This one misses high. 3 straight balls for McCardle in his first at-bat of game 2 today. 0 for 2 earlier today. And here's the 3-0 pitch. McCardle will lay off this one, let a fastball go by. Get me over, strike 1. (3-1). McCardle takes this one, ball 4, low and outside. First time reaching base for him today and batting 9th today. Chris Witzke coming up for those guys here. Designated hitter, he'll be pitching later in this game. Coach Kieran doing a good job getting all the pitchers solid amount of innings of work. Following the walk, still got a runner on first, 2 down. Witzke turns on this one, grounder towards first. Castro, backhanded grab, and out number 3 recorded. As those guys leave 1 runner stranded on 1 walk. 4 hitters faced. Top of the 3rd coming up, still scoreless here from Bancroft Memorial Park. We'll be leading things off for Austin with the leadoff hitter. Stepping in 0 for 1, Daniel Bollingberg. 1, 2, 3 due up here in the top of the 3rd inning. Still scoreless, still a beautiful late June summer day here for baseball from Bancroft Memorial Park. If you haven't yet, come out here and enjoy a game at one of Iowa's most historic ballparks. Just $5 admission for both games. All-day event, bring in your own food and beverage. Here's the 0-1. This one laced right back up the middle, and Burkhart going to let it bounce to him. There's the 2nd Greyhound hit of the game. An 0-1 single for Bollingberg. Here's the pitch, low and outside, and painting the corner. Strike 1 for Henricks. Nice pitch there. But it's been very tough in these at-bats today, and Alex Ciola had a 1-out double his first time up. Quick pickoff attempt to first, not in time. Just holding Bollingberg there. Set on the way, the 0-1 missing high inside, ball 1. Next trying to settle back in here after giving up the leadoff hit. This one swung on and missed. There's strike two and a 1-2 count now for Hendricks to work back ahead of Ciola, but you can't be taking any pitches off. The Greyhounds have been as aggressive and successful at the plate as they have been today. And here's the 1-2. Taken just above the letters, ball two. Good load, good anticipation on Ciola's part. Doesn't get him to chase. 2-2. This one in the dirt and couldn't quite get a dirt ball read. Great block from Lang. But ball three will work the count full. Hendricks still trying to get his first out here. Three, two. Runner takes off, swing and a miss. Strike three, out number one. And a stolen base for Bollingberg as he takes second on the pitch. There's Hendricks' fourth strikeout in this one. So he gets his first. Not a bad throw from Lang, just a good jump from Bollingberg, and he steals second. This pitch taken for strike one. 0-1 now from Hendricks. Second pitch of the at-bat from the belt. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Again, beautiful late summer day here from Bancroft Memorial Park. 2 o'clock, we got 77 degrees, birds chirping. Very calm wind. Nowhere near as rapid as it has been the past 2 weekends. It's 0-2 now for the batter Jordan Mark, the right fielder. Homer back in game one. This time, a little bit of chin music. Missing well high and inside, ball one. The pitch, this one, fastball in the black taken, ball two. Two count now, and the pitch gets him chasing on a late swing and a miss for strike three. And back-to-back strikeouts for Hendricks, starting to put things together nicely on the mound out there. Not out of the woods yet, though. He's got to work hard here for out number three against the cleanup man, Eric Torres. Fresh count now to the cleanup man, Torres, dipping in 0 for 1. First pitch on the way, swung on and missed. There's strike one. 0-1 count now for Hendricks. One of the top pitchers out of Buena Vista. And here's the 0-1 offering. Swung on, fouled back into the parking lot, and quickly Hendricks works ahead of another batter. 0-2 in the count. It's an 0-2 count now for Torres, the catcher. Cleanup batter takes this pitch high and deep to left field. Shahidi looks like he can track it down the line, and he does. caught on the run from Tynan Shahidi. There's out number 3. Those guys coming to bat after 2.5 complete. Austin leads 1 runner stranded on 1 base hit, as Hendricks has struck out the past 4 of 5 hitters before that flyout. Excuse me. Nonetheless, for those guys, we got the top of the order coming up in the bottom of the 3rd inning next. Still scoreless from Bancroft. Trevor Burkhart coming up for those guys here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still scoreless. Just 3 total hits combined thus far. 2 for Austin, 1 for those guys. See if Burkhart can get things going. Stepping in 0 for 1 to the ground out so far this game. Went 1 for 2 earlier. Scoring the lone run back in game number 1 today. First pitch, this one just off the plate to hair outside, ball 1. Good spot. Burkhart made his debut yesterday, and it was a great one at that. 1-0, and in the dirt, ball 2. Burkhart going 3 for 8 yesterday in his debut as the leadoff hitter. The one to replace Brad Goulet out of Akron. Let's see where does with this pitch. Hits it to straightaway center field. And not a problem on 2-0. Burkhart flies out to center field. Now go to Tynan Shahidi, stepping in 0 for 1. This pitch swung on and missed by Shahidi. Strike 1. 0-1 count for him. Striking out back in the 1st. And this one swung on. Fouled away. Strike 2. Quickly falling behind 0-2 once again. To pitch to Shahidi upstairs, taking ball 1. And this time a breaking ball gets away from the pitcher John Kirby. Catches Shahidi in the back. He'll get a free 90 as he heads to first base. First pitch to Brandon Doherty, missing in the dirt, ball one taken. 1-0 count now for Doherty, reaching on a walk back in the first. Was left stranded on second base. Sells the cleanup batter on deck. 3-4-5 still due up here. One down, Shahidi leading off first. John Kirby still working out of the stretch here for Austin. Here's the 1-0, missing low, ball two. Not a bad spot, just below the knees. Calling time, we'll get a quick mound visit here. Calling in the entire Austin infield. And finally, that infield meeting disperses. Still got a 2-0 count here to Brendan Doherty, the batter. One down. Shahidi got hit by a pitch with 2 strikes. He stands in on first. Kirby from the stretch. This one on the low inside corner of the zone. Taken. Strike one. Here's the 2-1 for Kirby. Kicks and fires. This one ropes right at the second baseman. Sidestepping and making the play to turn two. And it's been nothing but strong pitching and strong defense. As a hard line drive / ground ball. We'll take away 2 outs there from those guys, leaving none stranded. A 1-2-3 following the double play. And we've played 3 complete. We are still scoreless here. Those guys trying to get back to their winning ways. Now they got to find a way to keep on limiting the Austin bats as the Greyhounds come up with 5, 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. Due up in the top of the 4th. Coming up to bat in the top of the 4th inning, Riley Doherty, designated hitter, stepping in 0 for 1. Went down looking on a strikeout back in the 2nd inning. Takes this pitch high for ball 1. High fastball from Hendricks, as it looks like we got the left-handed Chris Witzke warming up in those guys' bullpen down at right field. The 1-0 pitch, this one. Just a bit outside, taking ball 2 quickly now. 2-0 for Riley Doherty. DH here and 5th batter in the order for Austin. Castro on deck, Larino in the hole. And this time, fastball taken for strike 1. Time, fastball called for a ball, and ball 3. Not missing by much, but we got a 3-1 count now. Fifth pitch, the at-bats in. He gets past Lang to the backstop for ball 4. And that's only the first walk given up by Henricks. He's plunked another and given up 2 base hits. This one swung on and missed from Castro. Fastball, strike 1. Castro reaching on an error. Throwing error last time up. Shortstop Olsen back in the second. Oh, 1 count. That'll tie it up here. Your fastball taken high, ball 1. One foul straight back. We strike 2 in a 1-2 count now. Henricks still trying to get out number 1 here. One, 2. Curveball hung up just too high for ball 2. Henricks going to have to find a way to get something to swing at here. Time called by Castro at the plate. Still 2-2. One man on first. Nobody out. Fifth pitch, the at-bat. Fastball in the dirt, gets kicked up. It's ball 3, and Redderody easily takes second base. Three-two pitch. Castro stays alive, just getting the tip of the bat on it, fouled straight back. And 3-2 is the count. This one fouled straight back. Castro wasting more pitches here. Drawing an 8-pitch at-bat. Good work here. Henricks still with a payoff pitch and missing high, and Castro will outlast Henricks for a ball 4 and an 8-pitch at-bat. Tremendous work there. Get a force back at first, second, or third. Runners on first and second. Still nobody out. Whiskey still getting warmed up in the bullpen alongside in right field. It's the second straight walk given up by Henricks. Got Alexis Loreno, who he put on with a hit by pitch back in the second inning. First pitch of the at-bat, fastball, just outside, ball 1. Henricks wasting little time from the stretch. This one in there. Fastball at the knee, strike 1. Olsen heads to second to cover Redderoni. This one, fastball. Just missing by a hair inside, ball 2. 2-1 count for the Austin second baseman, Loreno. Shows a bunt, pulls back, and draws ball 3. Hendricks trying not to walk 3 consecutive Greyhound hits here to load him up before he gets out number 1. Could be trouble. 3-1. This one swung on and missed, strike 2. And we got a full count now, yet again. Payoff pitch from Hendricks, and missing outside, ball 4. So this is a tough situation for Hendricks to be in here. Another full count walk. That's 3 consecutive on his 3 first walks of the game. The top of the 4th, still no outs. Setting him up for Josh Botman, the third baseman, who struck out his last time up. 0 for 1, he steps in. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat. That's ball 1. 1-0 count now, this one. Pitch missing somewhere for ball 2. 2-0 in the count. Botman can really be picky here after 3 consecutive walks. Hendricks really trying to settle in here, at least get strike 1 on that pitch. Fastball at the thighs. 2-1, Botman still working ahead here. Bases loaded, no outs. And the pitch, this one, swung on and missed. Gets the fastball past him for strike 2. And we're at 2-2 once again. Hendricks from the stretch. And this one missing high, ball 3. Another ball could spell the first run of this contest for Austin. Payoff pitch here from Hendricks. Swung on and missed. Gets him chasing outside there for strike 3. There's out number 1 here in the top of the 1st. Let's hope he can build off of that one. Keep things moving forward for those guys. We got Isaac Schumacher coming up to hit now for Austin. Bases are still loaded. And that there was just out number 1 this inning. So Schumacher, the left-handed center fielder. So far, still just 2 base hits for Austin and just a 1 from Sells for those guys. He'll be leading things off here in the next inning. First pitch. Taken inside, ball 1. Second pitch of the at-bat, the 1-0. And off the plate, ball 2. Don't forget, we still got more baseball for you next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A 1-9 inning contest in Akron, Iowa on Friday, and a doubleheaders on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we'll be playing Austin yet again, right back here at Bancroft Memorial Park. And Sunday, doubleheader home against Baseball 365. That last pitch swung on and missed from Schumacher. Hendricks back in the stretch already, kicks and fires the 2-1. This one taken the other way. It's going to be down. There's a base hit. They wave Castro around third. Shahidi comes up throwing. Throw not in time behind Lang. Run down. And they're going to get the out at third. But 2 runs are going to score for Austin here in the top of the 4th. With 2 down now after they get Botman thrown out at third. Back to the top of the order with Daniel Bollingberg. Now it's a 2-0 game for Austin after a 2 RBI Single there from Schumacher. First pitch of the at-bat, this one fouled away. Strike one. Here's the third pitch of the at-bat. Just missing low and outside. Ball two. Got a 2-1 count now for the leadoff man, Daniel Bollingberg. And set him up. Only a matter of time before someone knocked him in. That time it was in the form of Isaac Schumacher standing in on first base. 2 runs batted in on just the third Austin base hit. We got a 3-1 count now. The pitch. And missing low, ball 4. And there's the fourth walk this inning, given up by Hendricks. And with Kieran heading out to the mound, that might be it for the Buena Vista right-hander here. With 2 runners on, 2 outs, we're going to go back to Chris Witzke, the left-hander, coming into pitch for the first time this weekend, the left-hander out of Harding University. With 2 away, we'll be back shortly. Chris Witzke, the left-hander out of Harding University in Humboldt, Iowa. Now into pitch for the boys in blue, now trailing Austin once again 2-0. Following the 2 RBI single from Schumacher, and Bollingberg just walked. That'll end Hendricks' day after 3 2/3. Witzke going to try to get those guys out of this as the left-hander gets a first pitch fastball in there for strike 1. 0-1 count now. Second pitch of the at-bat. Slider in there for strike 2. Good break on that pitch. Witzke going to bat for himself in the DH spot. Now doing the pitching. And here's the 0-2. Just a bit high for ball 1 taken from the batter Alex Ciola, stepping in 1 for 2. Doubled in the first. Struck out his last time up. And the pitch, this one grounded sharply foul down the first base line. Count remains at 1-2. Fastball missing low, ball 2. 2-2 count now. This pitch fouled straight back. Austin, just tremendous 2-strike hitting this inning. Wasting a lot of pitches, fouling them off and outlasting deep in the at-bats to draw walks. And let's hope that's not the case here. Chris Whiskey's first hitter faced Alex Ciola. The pitch. In there, called strike 3. And those guys will finally put away the Greyhounds after the top of the 4th. It's 2-0. Had 2 runs scored on 1 base hit and 4 walks given up that inning. Coming back at the bottom of the 4th, 4, 5, 6. Sells, Olsen, and Mason due up for the boys in blue. Trailing Austin still 2-0. Welcome back here for the bottom of the 4th inning. Those guys now trailing once again today to the Austin Greyhounds. 2-0, and we got another new pitcher in now for Austin. Right-hander and second baseman Alexis Loreno. Going to pitch another right-hander. Fastball missing low outside in the dirt, ball 1. Arthur Sells now the batter. Singled back in the 1st, second time up this game. Second pitch, this one hit in the air towards deep left field. Left fielder watches it, and it's up and gone. Arthur Sells homers here in the bottom of the 4th to lead things off. And, well, there's the first pitch of the at-bat, actually second on 1-0. Sells takes that high and deep and out for his second home run this weekend and his third on the summer. I tell you, Arthur Sells one heck of a batter. Any moment he could strike, and he did it there. To cut the lead in half now, 2-1. So far, he's driven in the only 2 runs. But let's hope we can build off this one now with Sam Olsen. First pitch to him shows a bunt to the third base side. Loreno throws on the backside. Not in time. It's going to be a lead. That's not a lead. That's a base hit, bunt for a hit for Sam Olsen. So Sells has 2 of the hits for those guys, a single and run. And there's the third. On a bunt for a hit, Sam Olsen reaches first. We now go to Aaron Cowboy Mason, tying run on at first base. Go ahead at the plate in the form of Mason. And quickly, those guys are trying to turn their fortunes offensively here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 man on first, no outs. 2-1 game now. Moreno from the stretch. This one going to skip to the backstop. Wild pitch, and that'll allow Olsen to easily take second. 1-0 count. Runner on second now. 2-1 is the score. This pitch taken a little off the plate for ball 2. Mason won't chase. 2-0 hitters count now. Big at bat now for Aaron Cowboy Mason. Stepping in 0 for 1 this game thus far. He'll take this one foul to the backstop. 2-1 makes the count now. On the count as well the score, thanks to another home run from Arthur Sells. 3rd time we've seen that this summer. 2nd time this weekend. Mason holds off on a curveball. Good load, good anticipation. Fired everything but the hands. Good pitch taken there. Now he has a base hit ball for approach now. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. And as the pitcher, Alexis Loreno, still looking for his first out here in the bottom of the 4th. 3-1. This one. Laced past the shortstop. There's another base hit. 3 in a row for those guys. Are going to hold Olsen up at third, and now the go-ahead run stands at first, tying at third. So quickly, those guys jump it on the sticks here. 3 consecutive hits, making it 2-1. A big plate appearance now for Connor Lang with that tying run just 90 feet away. Gonna get a quick mound visit here. The skipper heads out to the mound for Austin, bringing the entire infield in. Again, big at-bat for Connor Lang. 0 for 1 thus far, popping out to the catcher. But a great base hit there from Aaron Mason into left field. Hopefully the fortunes are going to turn now. We got a fresh arm in the game with Chris Witzke. Did a good job getting us out of another jam. Originally a pitcher first, hitter second for Harding University, and showing us that he does have good stuff from the left-handed side. Let's hope those guys can take their first lead of the game here in the bottom of the 4th. Once again, it took a while for some offense to get going in this one after 3 complete. Finally, 2 runs in the top of the 4th. After a bases loaded single and that leadoff home run really was the spark plug it looks like we needed from Arthur Sells to lead off this half inning. Connor Lang will step in. Fresh count now. Loreno still pitching. Third base coming in on the grass. Middle infield back. First baseman holding Mason on. First pitch. Low and outside. Gets away from the catcher. Olsen, a late run to the plate, and he is thrown out. Olsen couldn't quite get a read on it, and he took off far too late, and he's thrown out. That hurts. And didn't get too far away from Torres. He anticipated it perfectly. Connected with Kirby. Has to make that Loreno at the plate. And now the tying run is in the form of Aaron Mason at second base. Can't give him too much to work with, and they did exactly that for out number one. Now pressure's on Connor Lang as he hits this one well but foul to deep left field. 1-1 the count. Go ahead run now at the plate and Lang. Here's the 1-1. Mason takes off for third. Called strike on Lang. Mason will steal third. Good stuff there. Lang didn't have to move out of the box. Torres couldn't get the throw off. And here we go. Now Lang needs to do a job. 1-2 is the count with 2 strikes, less than 2 outs, just 1. Fly ball to the outfield could bring that tying run and Mason home to score. Loreno comes back, setting in the stretch. The pitch won't get him chasing. A curveball breaking in the dirt for ball 2. Got to build off this half inning for those guys. 2-2 the count. Loreno shakes off a pitch and another. Couldn't find it. Lang going to call time at the dish. 2-2 the count. 1 down. 1 run scored this inning on a home run from Sells. What would have been the tying run. Olsen took off to the plate far too late and got thrown out for out number 1. 2-2. Lang lets this one go low and outside in the dirt, taking ball 3. And we work the count full. Three-two full count here for Connor Lang. And the pitch. High and outside, ball 4. So now the go-ahead run reaches first. And it's a big at-bat now for Merritt McCardle. So Lang walks. Still that 1 out this inning costly, but McCardle standing in at the dish. 0 for 0 reaching on a walk. Pitcher Chris Witzke on deck. 1 away. Runners on first and third. 2-1 the score. Austin leads. The tying run on at third, and Aaron Mason. Courtesy runner Jacob Wesselman on at first. Actually, that might be Brett Price. First pitch to McCardle, low and outside, and Mason takes off for the plate, and he will easily score that time on a wild pitch. Tying it up at 2. Still 1 down, go-ahead run. Price reaches second, and it's 1-0 in the count for McCardle. Count from McCardle. Loreno sets from the belt, low and outside, ball 2. So far those guys have been able to read it out of the hands very well this inning. Tell whether that pitch is hittable or not. And it's a 2-0 hitters count for McCardle. He can still be picky here after the walk. Swing away a pitch that he likes. This time fastball in the black, strike 1. Still ahead in the count, 2 balls, 1 strike, still 1 down. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, popped him up at the edge of the infield, and there's out number 2. The P6 will retire McCardle, and we now go to Chris Witzke at a hard ground out to first his last time up, but a big at-bat for him. If he's going to be able to find a gap that could potentially bring home Price, going to be running hard with 2 outs. Moreno already back in the stretch. First pitch of the at-bat, high, ball 1. Big at-bat for Witzke, and also a big next couple of innings for him on the mound. Going to try to slow the Austin momentum at the plate. As this one, a fastball gets in there, taken for strike 1 at the letters. A chest-high fastball ties the count 1-1. Pitch, outside, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Witzke reaches on this one, fouls it straight back with 2 strikes now. 2-2. 2 down, runner on second. See if Witzke can battle here with 2 strikes. Fourth pitch of the at-bat. Curveball sits him down looking. And they leave 1 runner stranded on second, but still a solid half inning of work there for those guys, spearheaded by a home run from Arthur Sells. A couple other singles and a walk bring home another run for those guys to tie it up 2 apiece. As we head to the top of the 5th, Austin coming to bat. Welcome back to Bancroft. We're just about set here for the top of the 5th inning in the second of this 7-inning contest. This doubleheader today coming to you live from Memorial Park. It's Austin at the plate now. 2-2 is the score. The first pitch foul tipped from the batter Jordan Mart. Witzke came in after 5 walks and a hit, scored the first 2 runs of this game late, and struck out Ciola. Another foul tip here from the batter Jordan Mart, leading things off. 3-4-5 due up this half inning for Austin. And Witzke's quickly ahead 0-2 against the right fielder. This pitch skipping in the dirt, taking ball 1. The 1-2 count. This one drifting a little too far away there on a slider for ball 2. 2-2 the count. Another low pitch here for ball 3, working another full count, getting really deep in some of these at-bats today. Two very competitive teams in Austin and those guys trying to rectify their second loss this summer to Austin earlier today, as this one misses inside after starting off 0-2 in the count. Mart battles back and walks. Get a courtesy runner coming in for Mart. Perhaps we'll see some small ball here. Torres coming up to bat now. First pitch here and a pickoff. They take him out. Great move there from Whiskey, the left-handed pickoff attempt, and they're going to get the pinch runner, Andrew Schumacher, out. So after walking Mart, Schumacher gets picked off on his way to second. Good work there defensively from those guys. Now got one down, nobody on base. And Torres still the batter. This one popped him up to the left side. Doherty looks camped under it, makes the grab easily for out number 2. A big statement made for those guys to quickly tie up the game and then get 2 quick outs here in the top of the 5th. This pitch in there, taking strike 1 against the batter, Riley Rederoti. From Whiskey, quickly back in the windup here. The pitch, bounced straight back, quickly working ahead, 0-2 in the count now. Good stuff from Whiskey. Whiskey has his pitch from Lang, works on the windup. He fires, hit on a line towards McCardle at second. Made the nice scoop, but can't deliver on the short throw. And there's another error for those guys. They're second this game. Would have been an easy play for out number 3, just couldn't make the connection with the throw. First pitch of the at-bat now to Angel Santiago in the game. He takes the first pitch, ball 1, went 1 for 3 earlier and had a big home run. So Whiskey can find a way to get the third out here. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from the stretch. Big swing and a miss over the outer half of the plate on a fastball. Strike 1. This pitch taken high, ball 2. 2-1 count now for Whiskey. Trying to battle back. Two one on the way. Fastball in there called strike 2. Good spot. Whiskey with the 2-2. Taken low, ball 3. We got another full count here with 2 away. to a big pinch hitter, Angel Santiago. Payoff pitch on the way, swung on and missed. And there's the third and final out here in the top of the fifth. Bottom of the fifth on the way. And Witzke doing a good job battling back to strike out Santiago there. Coming up next, we got, let's see here, top of the order due up for those guys. 1, 2, 3 with Trevor Burkhart, Tynan Shahidi, and Brendan Doherty coming up to bat for those guys. Still tied up at 2 in the bottom of the fifth. Big half inning here coming up for those guys. They tied things up an inning ago, 2-2. And a big inning there from Chris Witzke, picking off a base runner and then leaving one stranded. Getting a couple of strikeouts in the process too, so let's hope we keep things rolling now. Trevor Burkhart steps in. Third time this game, 0-2 thus far. Let's hope we can keep attacking the pitcher. Loreno get something going here. Has this one roped into left field down the line. On the first pitch of his third at-bat, Burkhart's going to single the left. Good piece of hitting there, and let's keep this thing rolling, boys, offensively. Coming up now, we got Tynan Shahidi, 0-1, reaching last time on a hit by pitch. It's great to see the amount of potential that these bats have really come to play as the go-ahead run now stands in on first with the fifth base hit of the game for those guys. Second at batter here, Shahidi skies this one to straightaway center. Well batted ball, but caught on the run. Shahidi gets retired here on an F8. But a good play there from Isaac Schumacher to track it down. And we go to Brendan Doherty. 0-1, reached on a walk and grounded into a double play his last time up. Let's hope we can get things going, rolling here. Our number 3 hitter in the order at the plate. Loreno working out of the stretch. First pitch off the plate, taking ball 1. It's 1-0 now. A pitch out. Intentionally throwing ball 2 there. Try and hold Burkhart on at first. Couldn't get him, not a throw down either, just to hold him on. Torres. Catcher called for the pitch out. It's a 2-0 hitters count now for Doherty. He's setting up outside, and a pickoff attempt not in time. Not a hard throw, just trying to hold Burkhart on. Anticipating a steal from him. 2-0. Doherty lets this one right outside, ball 3. Not a whole lot of people do a better job than Doherty, it looks like, at drawing walks. Great plate discipline. 3-0 count. Laredo out of the stretch. And there's a get-me-over fastball for strike 1 taken. Still a big half inning here. 1 down, runner on first. That's the go-ahead run for those guys. Could be getting their first lead of the game, but they're going to have to earn it here. Catcher shading the outside. Runner goes. This one laced down the line and right. And drifting foul. He hooked it. It's a long strike 2 for Doherty. A full count coming up once again. Just ahead of that last pitch. Full count now, 3-2. Still 1 down. Burkhart on at first. Moreno with a pitch. Curveball. Strike 3 taken. And that's execution with 2 strikes, and there's out number 2. Arthur sells the batter now. 2 for 2 with a single and a home run. He'll take the first pitch high for ball 1. 2 down now. In the bottom of the 5th for those guys batting. There's the 1-0 pitch to Sells. Swung on late, getting a piece of that one fouled straight back for strike 1. Let's see if Sells can make something happen here with 2 away. A 1-1 count now following the foul pitch. Moreno still working out of the stretch. Burkhart takes a couple hard steps away from first, holds up. And that pitch gets away from Moreno, missing inside, ball 2. Still a 2-1 count for the current batter, Arthur Sells. Moreno offers a fastball. This one broken bat for Sells. Grounder towards shortstop, and they'll throw to first in time for out number 3. Burkhart left stranded on base after the leadoff single, and those guys can't capitalize. We go to the top of the 6th, still tied up at 2, and a nail-biter here. Potentially 2 innings left to play here from Bancroft. Austin coming to bat. Welcome back to Bancroft. Still tied up at 2 apiece here between Austin and those guys. The Greyhounds coming up to bat here with the pitcher Alexis Loreno. Leading off for Austin, reaching base twice on a hit by pitch and a walk. Witzke starts him off with a fastball over the plate. This one creamed to deep left, and it's off the fence in foul territory. A long foul ball that was just crushed down the line. Got no 1 count now. Witzke still working out of the windup here. Like a changeup, just going to miss high, ball 1. This pitch fouled straight back. Strike 2. 1-2 in the count now. After Loreno on that foul ball showed some pop, it's going to be a little tough to see what he can do here. So yeah, Witzke approaches here. 1-2 and the pitch. Fastball in the dirt, ball 2. Two pitch from Witzke. Won't get him chasing high, ball 3. As it looks like Brett Price starting to get warmed up here in the bullpen. Out in right field for the boys in blue. See what he could potentially be coming in here. 3-2 and a swing and a miss there, strike 3. Good execution there for Witzke with a full count. Go back to Josh Botman, 0 for 2 with a pair of Ks. That last one was Witzke's second consecutive, his 3rd overall thus far. First pitch. Fastball in the black outside, ball 1. 1-0 count here. Fastball that time. Paying the corner, strike 1. Pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2. Witzke working ahead this time. 1-2. 1 down. Nobody on base. Still tied up at 2 apiece. It's been a tough doubleheader so far for those guys today. Still losing the first one 6-1. Doing a good job battling back. And Witzke now looking strong in these past 2 at-bats on the mound. 3 consecutive strikeouts for him, and we have 2 away here for the 9-hitter and center fielder Isaac Schumacher. First pitch of the at-bat on the way. Rolled over, grounded, foul. First base side, strike 1. And here's the 0-1. Missing upstairs, ball 1. To Schumacher, the batter. On 1 from Witzke. Too far inside. Schumacher ducks out of the way. Ball 2. Two-one count. Witzke quickly back in the windup. Popped up towards the pitcher's mound and caught for out number 3. Witzke puts away the Greyhounds 1-2-3 in the top of the 6th. Got the bottom of the 6th coming up for those guys. 5, 6, 7. Due up, we have Sam Olsen, Aaron Mason, and Connor Lang. due up for those guys. Still tied at 2 after 5.5. Leading things off here in the bottom of the 6th, Sam Olsen, 1 for 2, got a bunt for a hit his last time up. Could those guys get one or some runs on the board? We could just be looking at a couple more half innings here, but it has not been an easy contest in either one so far for those guys. Already a little bit more offense in this one. 2 runs so far back in the 4th for each team, and we're tied up at 2. See if Olsen get things started here. Bottom of the 6th we go. First pitch outside, ball 1. And you can really tell with Loreno if his pitches are going to be close or not on the way to the plate. 1-0. And that one. Fastball to letters taken. Strike 1. Loreno from the windup. Third pitch of the at-bat. Curveball breaking a little too low there for ball 2. 2-1 in the count. Here's the 4th pitch of the at-bat. Taken high. Ball 3. 3-1 count now for Sam Olsen. See what he does here. Well ahead with a hitter's count. The pitch. Swung on. Fouled out of play. Loreno gets Olsen to foul that pitch off, and we're back to another full count here. Nobody on, nobody out. Go ahead, run at the plate. Loreno back in the windup. The payoff pitch. Curveball grounded sharply third base side and foul. Drawing a 7-pitch at bat here to start off the 6th inning. Mason and Lang on deck and in the hole respectively. The 3-2, and that one will get away from him. A breaking ball immediately. Rough out of the hand, and that's a ball 4 that goes to the backstop. Olsen will lead off with a walk. Man on first, nobody out for Aaron Mason. Singling his last time up. 1 for 2 this game. This pitch crushed and hooked well foul from Aaron Mason. He's caught a barrel on the first pitch of his third at-bat this game. Long strike one. It's an 0-1 count now. See if Mason can do a job here with no outs here in the bottom of the sixth. Loreno still working out of the stretch. No action to Fairmont bullpen yet. The 0-1 in the dirt and caught by Torres. No pass ball this time. 1-1 count. A 1-1. Mason strokes this one in the air to deep left field. Left fielder's racing back and can't make the grab because it's gone. Home run for Aaron Cowboy Mason on the 1-1 pitch. Cranks it deep to left field. And Cowboy strikes back. And with that, those guys now lead 4-2. Ball crushed by Aaron Mason. Got a nice foul ball earlier in the at-bat. That time just sat back. Drives it out of here. It's now 4-2. Those guys lead for the first time today. And we'll see if Loreno's day is going to be done. They're just going to have somebody else come in to pitch. Potentially another position player. Looks like it's going to be the first baseman, Alex Ciola, coming in to try to close things out here. Limit the damage from Austin, but those guys now lead 4-2 after a big two-run shot from Aaron Mason. Back here in the bottom of the sixth, got a new pitcher, another big right-hander, Alex Ciola, coming over from first base. Let's try to close out this inning for Austin. Olsen led off this inning with a walk, and Aaron Mason homers to left field. Finally there, and Lang gets a nice base hit, back-to-back base hits for those guys, now making it 7 this game as Connor Lang gets a line drive hit sharply into right field. Good piece of hitting there. So we'll see Lucas Gardner come in to courtesy run for the catcher Lang. And those guys still looking to add here. We got Merritt McGardle now. Kirkwood, second baseman, batting for the boys in blue. No outs, still a man on first. He'll take the first pitch curveball for strike one. 0-1 count now. And here's the 0-1. Cardle takes this one just a bit above the letters for ball one. Could potentially be looking at Brett Price trying to pick up the save this next half inning. Witzke doing a great job with the mound these past couple of innings, limiting the damage from Austin. Could be another come-from-behind victory this weekend for those guys as McCardle takes a hack at this one, misses for strike two. The 1-2 count now. Fourth pitch of the at-bat. McCardle stays alive as he fends it off into the parking lot, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes still. Fifth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Gardner leading off first. Pitcher from game 1 for those guys. This one, McCardle chases, and it gets away from him. And a nice breaking ball there from Ciola. Swung on a miss for strike 3 and out number 1. And that will bring up Chris Witzke. 0 for 2 this game so far. Did a great job pitching. See if he can provide for us offensively. First pitch shows bunt, and a throw back to first. Gardner gets there before the tag. Still a tough play. Witzke showing bunt, not getting it. Didn't quite catch the call on the pitch. Almost had a runner thrown out at first, but no dice there. This time Witzke takes a pitch, low ball. Still runner on first, 1 away here for the left-hander Chris Witzke. Pitch swings on this one, popped him up. Looks like it might stay in play. Torres gets to it and can't make the grab. Goes off the fence. That would look like it might have hurt a little. Torres back on his feet, just a little shaken up after bouncing off the fence. Trying to make that grab, checking out his arm. See if he got cut up a little bit. Nonetheless, tough player. He's going to keep battling it out here. 2-1 count now. Ciola still from the stretch, and the pitch. Witzke skies this one to left field and foul, and will be a play on it to the bullpen, and that's strike 2 on a long foul ball from Chris Witzke. Here's the 2-2 to Witzke. Curveball missing just outside ball 3. Good job on Witzke seeing that one break outside and holding off. Payoff pitch from Ciola on the way, and another pop-up from Witzke. This one will be in fair play. Shortstop trying to track it down. He makes the grab on the run in shallow left field. On the full count, Witzke pops out to the shortstop. We go back to the top of the order with Trevor Burkhart. Two down, still running around first for Trevor Burkhart. First pitch, fastball taken, strike 1. Ciola battling here for his 3rd and final out this inning. Burkhart 1 for 3 this game. Earlier he was 1 for 2. This one grounded towards shortstop, should be an easy play. They flip to second, and there's out number 3 to put away those guys after 6 complete. That half inning, we had 1 runner left stranded, 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 walk, and a big 2-run home run for Aaron Cowboy Mason. And we got Brett Price Jr. coming in to try to pick up the save for those guys. seeing if they can get to 10 wins today. Well, Brett Price looks ready to go here, the right-hander out of DMAC and Boone High School. His high school numbers, he had 97 strikeouts and 72 innings as a senior. So he's got some promising things in his college career ahead of him. But right now, a big save opportunity. We need 3 outs before 2 runs from Austin. Let's see if Price can deliver in his 3rd straight weekend pitching for those guys. And we're going to be leading things off top of the order for Daniel Bullenberg. Has that pitch in there, fastball on Bullenberg, showing a bunt, pulling back. Strike 1. Price working out of the windup. The 0-1. Curveball, just missing. Ball 1 might have broke a little too late. And it's 1-1 the count for Price and Bullenberg. 1-1. Fastball right in the chock inside, ball 2, but very crisp velocity. Price looked ready to go. Not showing many warm-up pitches and trying to slam the door shut on another of those guys' victory. 2-1. Trying to paint the corner, not getting it, ball 3. Three-one count. Price from the windup, this one. Check swung on and a grounder towards first. Price flips to first and sells there in time for out number 1. 3-1 count. Bullenberg with a bit of an indecisive swing, and that's going to come back to haunt him, tiring him on a 1-3 putout, going 1 for 3 on the game. With 1 down, we got the left fielder and pitcher, Alex Ciola, up to bat. Doubled back in the first and struck out twice since then, so he's 1 for 3. Trying to keep the hopes for a 2-0 start to the season alive for Austin. But here's a pitch from Price. Fastball in there, taken, strike 1. Price really starting to gas it up here. Those pitches coming in hard and fast. Price from the windup. This one, a slider looks like it breaks a little awkwardly out of the hand. It misses well outside, ball 1. 1-1 count. Price wasting little time here, keeping the pace up. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. A fastball. Past Ciola, swung on and missed. Strike 2. 1-2 count, 1 down. Fourth pitch to the at-bat. Fouled straight back. It's a 1-2 count. Still 1-2. Fifth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fires. And low and inside in the dirt. Skipping to the backstop for ball 2. Still a big at-bat for Ciola. The pitch, slider, just missing. Trying to paint that low outside corner, missing for ball 3. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And Price gets his first strikeout here. In the top of the seventh, Ciola goes down swinging. Austin down to their final out here. Looks like it's a pinch hitter. Jordan Mart looks like it's Andrew Schumacher. The pitch. Fastball just a hair inside, not by much though for ball one. One 0 count here. Price back with a windup. This one high, ball two. 2-0 count, still 2 down, no runners on base. Those guys ahead of Austin 4-2 here. Austin going to need a big 2-out rally to stay alive in this one. 2-0. Fastball taken there, strike one. The inside part of the zone. 2-1 count. Price back with a windup. Fourth offering. Another fastball, same spot. Strike two. Now Austin down to their final strike. 2-2 count now for Andrew Schumacher. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Those guys come back and win. Thanks to some solid pitching in game number 2 and a couple of home runs from Arthur Sells and Aaron Mason. The latter half being a 2-run one that was ultimately the game winner. And Brett Price has a 1-2-3 inning and picks up the save. And those guys win it 4-2, splitting with Austin today. 6-1 the final in game number 1, but ultimately a great series in this doubleheader today. We will see them again this Saturday. Don't forget, we got more baseball this upcoming week. Friday, we have one 9-inning contest at 7:30 at Akron, Iowa. Then on the Saturday, the 27th doubleheader, 2:30 home against Austin once again. And then on Sunday, a week from today, doubleheader at 2:30, home against Baseball 365, playing them again. Well, my name is Mitchell Kieran. Thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast of amateur baseball, and we'll see you again this next weekend.